Carl here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short. And it's reaction time, taking a look at the new While She Sleeps song, Self-Hell, taken from the album Self-Hell, which will be released March 15th, 2024. A new While She Sleeps album. Exciting, exciting times. But I'm not as excited as I once was. I've been a massive fan of this band for a very, very long time, all the way back to when I first heard This Is the Six. It was a game-changing album for me. It really, really was. Changed my view on an entire genre, and I still listen to it today. Certain songs from that are still some of my favorite metal tracks. Things like Love at War, Dead Behind the Eyes. These were absolutely killer tracks for me back then, and they still are. I'm still waiting to hear Love at War played live, actually. Although these days, anything played live from This Is the Six is welcome. But as they evolved, obviously Brainwash came next. Big fan of that as well. Love a lot of tracks on that. The actual title track, Brainwashed, is just the best, absolute killer. And then it started to drop off for me around You Are We. There are songs I like from You Are We. There are many good tracks, particularly when they're played live, are absolutely banging tracks. But it was the first hint that not everything they were doing was resonating with me. And that continued into So What and Sleep Society, the last album in 2021. I like Sleep Society more than I did So What, but obviously the change in While She Sleeps was obvious at this stage. And, you know, unlike, I guess, the expected view, it never made me angry. It never frustrated me or disappointed me or anything like that. It is like any band as they start to change their sound and style, even if a lot of the reasons some of them are forced because of vocal issues and things like that. It's just cool, right? You guys do you. I'm not entirely on board with it, so I might be getting off the train at the next stop. But hopefully I'll jump back on at a later point when, you know, something comes along that I really do enjoy. Got no hate for this band. I still love them, still massively admire what they're doing. You know, as of the time of recording, last week, I think it was, they played to a sold-out Alexandria Palace. They played in the sold-out Alexandria Palace in London. What a feat that is. So, do you know what I mean? My personal less support that I have for them isn't making any difference, of course. And I wouldn't want it to be that way. Good God, I wouldn't. I want to see this band be successful. I want to see them headlining these massive venues, you know, forcing festivals to make difficult choices, you know, potentially one day headlining the likes of Download and so on. Yes, that almost seems like a fever dream at this stage, but it's not impossible considering the rise of this band. And new album, it's only going to help their stock. I'm expecting, as I said, I haven't listened to this. It's been out for a few weeks now, and I put it to the side on the plan to do a reaction video to it. Kind of forgot about it. Coming back to it now, and I'm expecting more of what we've got in the past few releases for While She Sleeps. And I'm hoping I'm going to love it. Let's do this.
Let's praise the love inside of us.
Okay. That's nice and bouncy, isn't it?
Let's praise the love inside of us. Let's praise the love inside of us. Let's praise the love inside of us. Let's praise the love. Let's praise the love. Taking us in cold. This is no misery.
Not like that at all.
Good. When it's bad, I wanna die. They said, I'll give you something that will help you bend your mind. I'm like, how got a world like this. Everybody's got a complex feeling. Everybody's got their problems listed. I'm no different. Let's praise the love inside of us. Let's praise the love inside of us. Let's praise the love inside of us. Let's praise the love. Let's praise the love. Take it as it comes. It's not somehow for everyone. Now, I wish I could say things differently to set me apart from other lyricists. There's a shot in the dark, I said from the start, I don't give a motherfucker about what anybody thinks of me. Never been so surrounded but felt so high. Never been so lame and
Let my face get too much away.
Coughing out blood in case you didn't know. Don't give a fuck what you think of me. Inside of us, let's praise the love inside of us. Let's praise the love inside of us. Let's praise the love. Let's praise the love. Praise the love inside of us. Let's 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 praise the love inside of us.
Oh wow. Oh wow. It really is these days while she sleeps. I never really know what I'm gonna get. And this is different. This is different. And I'm not just talking about different from like the early days of While She Sleeps. You know, this is the Six and Brainwashed era. I mean, goodness me, that's the debut album is 11 years old at this time of recording. So, you know, we already know they've evolved from that. But this is different from the, you know, Sleep Society and So What, although, you know, a little bit more in keeping with that style. Certainly a band that continues to evolve. But I start to wonder, they're also a band that I'm beginning to wonder, do they even really know what their sound is? Like, nobody wants a band to sit still. I don't want a band to sit still and kind of release the same album over and over again. You develop as an artist, you develop as a musician, you develop as a human being. So, you know, things are always going to change. But at this stage, it's beginning to feel like, good God, you generally never know what you're going to get with a While She Sleeps album. And it creates this polarizing feeling where you're like, oh, I like that one, but I don't like this one, and so on, and that kind of thing. And like drawing from so many different fan bases. I'm not sure if it's like something I think is praiseworthy or something that I think is a bad idea. I can only go on the success in recent times and say, well, clearly they're doing something right. And that's fan-bloody-tastic. But I am really on the fence about this track, if I'm honest. You know, if you're expecting me to rant and rave about how much I hate it, you're watching the wrong video. I'm not going to do that. I respect this band too much to really run them down too hard. But I will be honest as well. And I hate that chorus. I really do hate that chorus. I think that's so bland, so boring, so repetitive that it just started to, but I started to shut off mentally after the second time it came around. And like, there's some good lyrics there, but like when it hits the chorus, I don't think they're very good at all. Let's praise His love. That over and over again is not that it's didn't sound good to me. It just sounded really, really bland and boring. And fair enough, you might get a bit of a sing along, but it's so repetitive. I can see people getting bored by that, even in a live environment. I just didn't like it. It killed the track for me because when it started off and throughout the track, that main riff is really strong. I really like that. I really, really do. And I think the clean singing is pretty strong overall, and obviously balanced out by those kind of heavier, dirtier vocals that are quite cool as well. And there you're seeing a bit more of a traditional While She Sleeps, if you want to call it that, and so on. So it's still like a metalcore track, post-hardcore, whatever you want to reference it, refer to it as. So it's still there, but that stuff is becoming less and less a part of the track. All I'm going to remember from this is that chorus. And you could say, well, that's cool, it's memorable, but it's not memorable in a good way. I think there is a certain level of catchiness to the track, but it's not overly so strong that I'll be humming this later. But I will have that chorus stuck in my head. But each time I'm going to think about it or potentially hum it or sing it, I don't know if I'm going to feel positive feelings. This is going to be one I'm going to have to really think about, as we build toward this album release. We're going to get a lot more singles. We're no doubt going to get a lot more variety. And I wonder where this one's going to stand up compared to everything else. As you can kind of see, hopefully by my face, I'm really, 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 not for six, for want of a better word, on this one. I wanted to love it. I really want to love it. And I've come away going, oh, shit. I don't know. I don't even know if I like it, let alone love it. There are things that I really, really like. And I'm so happy that they're forging their own path and doing what they want to do. And, all their self-funding and the things they do is so admirable that I really, really hope it's successful. I mean, look at the views. As of right now, it's 339,943 views. I mean, that's incredible number. They're doing wonderfully. So I'm not going to run them down, even though I just really don't know if I like this track. I didn't like the track. There it is. The fact I'm struggling so much to kind of just find the words to sort of sum it up. I'm just going to sum up that way. I didn't like it. The good is outweighed by the bad. It's as simple as that. But it is good. I want to mention, I really like the video. I think it's a really cool, really cool style they've gone for there. Great imagery, great costumes, great cast of people involved. Fits the vibe of the track as well. So yeah, praising the video as well. But man, that chorus. Wow. Ooh. Nope. Nah. All right, maybe next time, right? Because it's While She Sleeps, so who knows what we'll get with the next single. That's Self-Hell. What do you reckon? Do you absolutely adore it? Or do you feel like me, you just can't get on with it? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It is gratefully appreciated. You can find us over at gbhbl.com, our full website where reviews, news and so much more goes up daily. We're also on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, at gbhbl. Just search for gbhbl and you will find us out there. We also have merchandise on sale. You can access the shop via the website.